Hi favorites, that's right, favorites with Laura. Welcome back. I am going to show you a haul from TEMU of some craft supplies with the polymer clay cutters, some new ones for the holidays. So I'm going to start doing that. And the difference will be I'm going to show you and use it, and we're going to make something using them right now in this same video so you don't have to go anywhere else. Sorry if my camera's shaking. Oh, I have to turn off the overhead fan. That's it. That's what's going on here. It's super hot in this room though. So yeah, I want to show you some really cool effects using these. These are fall Halloween pumpkin cutters, and I'm super excited to share this technique with you. I did a test run and it is surprisingly awesome. And then I also, at the very end of this video, announced the winner for my Christmas in July Secret Santa. I'm a little bit late. I was going to do that on Saturday. Well, it's only a day. So everyone who participated, watched that video, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It totally makes a difference when you watch the videos and show. And I'm going to turn this off. I thought I turned it off, but I did not. Maybe if I just turn it way down, I'll still get some airtime. Anyway, so let's get started. Now, these are going to be a couple of Halloween ones that I just recently bought from TEMU, and I'll have a price and a link below. And then I'm going to turn the camera down so that you can see as we work alongside each other. So this is, the first one up are these 3-piece set of ghosts, and they're all a little bit different. It was $5.25. I think it has come down since then, and it looks like this. It's in 3-piece set here, and you're going to see we're going to use these actually in our little setup. So that one is like that, and then this, and then this one. And I kind of think, because this one has a curl to the one side, these two are like, I'm going to put these two together. Even though they're not exact replicas, I kind of think it looks a little bit better than having two of the same swirl to the same direction instead of opposite when you're wearing earrings. And sorry, I keep looking at the wrong part of the camera. So my laptop, which I always edit on, the only way I get my videos there, I guess I could do it a different way, but I usually film in my other room using my actual physical camera, and it has a memory card, and I pop that into my laptop. Well, my laptop, the cord got crushed between the console and the recliner in our sofa, and we are so remote. There's no Apple Store. There's nobody that carries that magnetic thing for the MacBook Pro, and so I had to order on Amazon, and they don't do Amazon same day or overnight. No, not up here, you guys. So that'll be arriving on Monday, and then I should be back filming in the other area. But I think when I do crafts, I'll be in here, just so that you know. And I'm going to categorize and create a playlist of all these craft hauls, so that if you're a crafter, you can go there and watch the whole replay. And if you're just into the hauls, you can usually watch the first part of the crafting one, because I will usually haul it in the beginning and do the art or the DIY craft at the end, the second half of the video. So hopefully that will work for you. That's how it's going to roll, I think, from this point on. And I'm going to try to get those other videos from my other channel. I'm not going to like dissolve that channel, but I'm going to try to get those videos over onto this channel. Even though I own the rights to it, sometimes, you know, with the bots on YouTube, they're going to flag it. So I want to work with YouTube to get it transferred, and that way I can avoid, hopefully, the flags and the problems and having to discuss and explain myself, even though YouTube should be able to see these are both tied to me, both these channels, but you know how that can go. These are, okay, wait a second. What am I going to show first? Okay. Then I got this little set, and I can't remember the price on this. This is a little pumpkin set. It was a 3-piece set, and it looks like I tried to use this at one time. But what's nice is it's like this, and it came in a little plastic container, and there's 3 different size pumpkins, so you can dangle them all like this. You can tell that I have to get that stain out of there. But I have used these. These are not new, but they might come into play. We might play around with those. I thought I had more that I was going to show on this one, but okay. So I have a bunch of these miscellaneous ones, and they're all like, these are all Halloween ones, which I think I bought last year. So they were from TEMU, and then I also got a couple from just various places online, and I want to say there's even a little ghost one in here, little tiny ghost one here that kind of looks like that other one. It does. Wow, that's cute. Okay. I have a mummy in this one. So this is going to go along with trying out that other technique. Now let me show you what else new that I got, because that's really what you want to see. And as I pull these other ones out when we're working together, I will show them. Now this is a cute, now I've seen a couple different versions of the cowboy boots, but this one I wanted because one, it has the opposite, so they're gonna hang and be symmetrical when you do them. And there's another technique that I'm gonna use with this. I probably will use the same technique actually, but maybe not, because I know what I'm gonna do. And it has a bow, which is upside down right now, but you can hang that from the top of that little cowboy boot or not. Super adorable. Love that. I'm gonna show you the other ones that I did recently get from TEMU. Now this one is like, I got this because it had an acorn in it. It's mostly Easter cutters. It's a cute little set. You get several pieces in here. I don't know how many, 10. And maybe 2, 4, 6, yeah, 10. 542. There's a Easter bunny rabbit. But again, I got this because I figure it has a paw print, which I love. It has the acorn, which I really wanted it for. So that is a cute little set. I love it when it comes like this. And then I did show one of these, but I didn't show the other one. So this one you saw in my last haul. I believe it was this one. And it's like the Mother Joseph, Mary Joseph, and the baby Jesus. It was $316. I think it has also come down. This one I think was under that amount, and it's in the major. That's the one I was looking for at my last haul, and it's Mary and Joseph in the manger. So that is going to be a Christmas one. I'm probably going to make some pendants out of that as well. And of course I'll do it on here so you can see. And these are some other Christmas ones that I'm going to be showing on here too. Not today. This will be a different one. We're working on fall and Halloween. But this one is the little car set with the tree that goes on the car. It's going to be super cute to work with this. Already have my ideas of how I'm going to do this one. So can't wait to show you, and we'll be showing that here. And then of course the opposites, I love it when they give you both pieces. Oh, this car set was $274 for that one. And then this one is $696, and it is the little, they look really big on the screen right now. Oh, I like how close I can get. Maybe I will film in here from now on. I'm not sure. But look at that. Yeah, those little snowmen, so many different ways to do it. And of course you saw what Cheryl for Peace had sent me with the reindeers, and I just finished up a couple sets here. And I think maybe I'm gonna make these barrettes and go at the end, either one of the barrette sets that I have, or they're gonna go as in the little bobby pin set. So the little girls can just have them in their hair if they want to have them. So anyway, okay, so then I got these other ones. So this is like another flower with a leaf hanging down from it. It was $284. Cute little set. I love it when they give you multiple pieces. I don't know if that's a lotus flower or what, but it's going to be super cute. It would probably hang like that. And then you can use this piece to put your stud on and either dangle it, or you can even make that a stud. And then I love this shape because when I do my marbling slabs, this will be really cute to have in this shape. And I love it when they give you the tier shape sizes. It all works together. And I think that's it. So I'm going to turn the camera downward and we're going to start. But before we start, what I want to say is if you're going to follow along, you're going to want to get some saran wrap. I find that works the best. Some foils. It can be the full sheet foils, or it can be, if you have some of this, this will work just as well. It's what I'm going to use. I do have both the sheets and that. You're going to get your favorite cutters, get some favorite polymer clay, holiday, fall colors I'm using. We're going to use pink, white, purple, blue, and I think I'm going to do an orange one too. Okay, so we're going to play with those and the foils, and you're going to want your little cutter tool, something to roll out your clay. If you have a pasta maker or pasta press, not a maker, we're not making pasta, then you're going to want that. I use something like this sometimes. And I think that's it for now. I'm going to wear some gloves. Sometimes my clay gets a little sticky, and I find that works better. And then, yeah, so, and you can bake this in the oven. Everything, I bake all of my clays. I don't care what brand it is. I've been baking it at 275. When I use my little toaster oven, I have to put a thermometer inside the oven and keep regulating the temperature. Those just don't hold true when it's special nozzle and it's not a digital readout. That's exactly what happens. So I have that in there. I use a ceramic tile when I do roll out my clay, so the tile will adhere the clay to it. It sticks so that when you use your cutters, it won't pull out and stick into the cutter, which I've learned. If you've seen me from the beginning on that other channel, you know I went through normal struggles as you learn how to use this clay and make your different little charms and things and earrings. So that, and then what else? I think that's it. If it comes up, then, you know, we'll talk about it. But, okay, so I'm going to adjust my camera. I'm going to start with some orange, and I'll be right there. Okay, so first I had some orange here. I'm just kind of blend all that together, see all the different color oranges. So I'm going to go blend that, put that in my pasta press. It's in a different area in my kitchen. I have it attached to my KitchenAid. I bought it for $37.99. I think it's now $39.99, and it's a real simple attachment to the KitchenAid. Works beautiful. I don't have to do anything hand crank. I turn on the KitchenAid and it just gets it all together. So in addition to this, what I'm going to do is blend some of this new stuff. It's called, it's by Sculpey Primo, and it's got a little glitter in it. Now, some people say this is hard to work with, and I understand that, because the glitter is like pieces of paper that come out. So you have to sand afterwards or seal it, or both. And it is a little drier. But this is super soft, and together these will like work together. So it takes a little extra time to condition this. And by that, it means like you just warm it up like in your hand, or you can just, add a little conditioner to it. I don't need to. You don't need to do that. And I use the pasta press that's automatic. So I think I will be fine. So I'm going to cut off that. So what I do, why I mix this, it's going to make this go a little longer, a little further, and I can do a lot more with it. So let me get my little blade here and cut some off. And I think I'm going to turn the camera this way. Is that right? Has that got my hand the right way? No. Hold on. No, I think it works the other way better. Okay, so we're going to leave it like that. I'm going to see if that'll work and keep things in. You can see my mess over here, my UV light. That's for all the ones I've just actually set up. I can show you these right now. These are some that I just did and put a little resin on the background to hold these metal. Clay doesn't adhere to the metal, so you have to have some way to adhere it. So that's why I use the UV resin on top of the white part, and it makes it adhere. So I just have to drill some holes in there and hang some really pretty stud. I have some with stones in it, and I think that'll make these a really pretty set. So that's a little peek of what's going on over here. Okay, so let's get back to here though and cut this. It's really dry. This is a drier, but it's called opal because it's somewhat translucent, and it just gives a really pretty look to your clay. And with the sparkle for the holiday, I think I'm going to like using this. And I do have some in the oven right now, the purple ones, so you're going to see that at the end. Whoops, I quit. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. You can see I have a little divot, quite a few divots in it. I use just regular copy paper, something just regular paper, not cardstock, just to kind of help smooth it over. You can use your roller too, but that works great. And now what we're going to do is we're going to layer some foil on here. Now I think with the orange, the gold foil is going to look the best, and we're going to go with that. So you're just going to start. Oops, now I have to turn my fan off completely, because if you've worked with foil before, it will go everywhere. Now if you have those sheets, you want to lay them out, go right ahead and just stick it on here. I have these and I want to use these up. I have the sheets also, but these are like a lot of different pieces, and they will smooth out just like a sheet will. And right now I have it going everywhere just because that's what happens with this stuff. I'm gonna wait for my fan to stop 100%. Even though I hit the button, sometimes it takes a second. I want to thank everyone for watching that big collab, the largest one with the luxury items for less. That we were so many different options out there. I loved what everybody found. Oh my gosh. And I have a couple of those items in my cart right now. And I love how different places around the country have different things if they bought it elsewhere and not just like from TEMU, like we normally shop. But so many different variety of items. It was great. And yeah, you can find a lot of different looks for less. You don't have to pay those designer prices. And I know myself, I can't afford those designer prices. So it's nice when I can find something for a little less that has a similar look and gives me a decent quality for it too. It's not all about the price. I mean, you want it to last. Our dollars are important to us. And so, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this all on here because seems like my camera just kind of stopped there a second. Hopefully I haven't lost what I needed. Gosh, I hope I started it even. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm taking foil. Hopefully we have that other footage. If not, I'm going to repeat myself a little bit and I'll take it out if I have to. So you can lay out any foil you want on here. I went with the gold because I think it's going to look great with the orange, and you're going to see how you're going to see that. It is going to show through with what we're going to do here. But you lay out what you want. I do have the big sheets, and what I was saying is I have all these flakes that I bought years ago, and it kind of works out the same way for me. So it's the same material, it's just in little pieces, and it's a little bit more difficult to get spread out into a large area like this. But for me, it's worth it because I have it, and I'm going to use up what I have before I go to my sheets. The sheets are very convenient. I really like them. But here we go. I'm almost done. I think I have it spread out to every inch of this. And I never get rid of any clay. I will make a clay slab and marble it and use it with whatever. Someday I'll show you my scraps. I did one recently. But yeah, nothing goes to waste. Don't throw away any extra clay. Just keep it in airtight. It'll be fine. This doesn't dry by air, but I guess you want to keep the dust off of it if you're not going to use it right away, and just put it in some airtight, safe for clay plastic. I found these like little tubs from, I hauled it and showed you from Michael's a while back. And that's where I keep a lot of my extra clay. But I also have another way, and I'll show you that too. Okay, so before we use any cutters on here, what we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of plastic wrap, okay? And we're going to just get enough to cover this whole piece of clay. And we're going to lay it down on top. Okay, we're going to lay that down. Oh, I hope I told you to get tape too. You're going to need tape for this one. And I'm just going to like press it in there. I'm not squishing the clay down so much as just really just pressing in. I don't want the clay to get any thinner. I do have it thick enough that I have a little play room with it, because of course it is going to spread a little bit. And there, now we got everything pretty much pressed into this. Now what I want to do is I'm going to make some ghost, and then I'm going to make some pumpkins also. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to end up using your cutter right through here. It's not going to cut through the plastic, but it's going to make a nice clean cut into everything. And so if you have trouble with this part, get something that helps you push it down evenly. You can roll on top of it if you want. You can use like a acrylic block if you like to hold on to it, and gives you a little bit more control. Let me show you. Actually, I have this big old thing. This is like an anvil that I can use to hammer on. So it's pretty thick, and I'm going to use that to press everything down. And that gives it a nice even press. So for every cutter, I'm going to do 2 times, okay? Press that. So we're going to put that aside. I'm going to do this one over here. cute. Do this one here. Beautiful. Now, I also want to use some of the pumpkin ones over here. There we go. Make some orange pumpkins. I think I'm going to have some of these as studs. And I don't know how little. Maybe just these, maybe these will fit here. Let's see. Try that one right there. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. Cute. Those are going to be cute studs. Do another one. Well, actually, I'll just do pumpkins in the middle of each of those ghosts, because I want to use up as much as I can of this clay before we move on to the next color. Two, four. There we go. Okay, that can go in there. And then I do want some bigger pumpkins. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for the pumpkins right now with those. I wanted to see if this was a good color to use this other one, the manger. Let's see, how do I get this open? Even though we're not doing Christmas, and I said that in the beginning, here we go. We're going to do this manger one because I'm dying to see this one come out, and I think this would be a great technique to use for it. Now, you could put this in if you didn't have the plastic wrap, this would work just fine without the plastic wrap. I just find for me, it's a lot easier to do this. And then you would use some cornstarch on these intricate cutters so that you get every piece and it doesn't stick to the cutter. Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty. We're gonna do 2 of this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a little bit more into that one. And this is a TEMU cutter, so I'm not sure, looks like I turned it a little bit. Let's see if we can get this one down in here a little bit more. So sometimes the cutters, depending on where you get them, okay, I can see all that. Okay, so let's kind of pick up as we go here. Get these all back in here. I have this one. I have just enough room to do, I think, this one too. Okay, so we're going to do this one right here, so it doesn't smash the pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin smash, smashing pumpkins. Oh yeah, that one's going to be awesome. Okay, I like how that one, let's turn this a little bit. Yeah, that'll fit really good in there. Cute. I have this little ghost. I think we can fit a couple ghosts in here. Let's do a couple studs of the ghost. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cute. There we go. And then do we have room for, I don't think we have any more room. Here's an acorn. I think we can put a couple acorns in here. That'll look good on this color. Yeah, cute little acorns. Okay. Put those back in here. There. This can go there, and I think I can fit those both in that little case. Perfect. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up the cling wrap or the saran wrap, whatever you want to call it. Don't worry about the gold coming up. Don't worry about that flakes, because we're actually going to pick up a lot of that to get this technique. Now you want to take your tape, and I have one of these tape cutters. Sorry about that noise. We are going to take a piece of tape. You don't have to have the packing tape. If you have just little small tape, then it just takes you a little bit longer, but it will work the same. And you're just going to pat this down without disfiguring your cuts, okay? So don't press too hard. You just want to get the tape onto the gold, and then you're going to lift up to get this technique. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I might need to do another piece. You'll probably have to do more than one piece of tape. Yep. We'll get some of this over here. And it gives you this beautiful, rich look to these with the gold. I can't wait to see how the blue and the pink turn out with some silver. We're going to use silver flakes over that. Oh my gosh, I love it. What do you guys think so far? Actually, this is so satisfying. And then you can just pick up more or less. You do what you do. Do what you like, okay? I'm so happy to be doing this. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to try this so long. Just so you have a little bit. Now, it's really going to show up when we go and pull up the clay. Wait till you see how it looks when we pull up the clay. And I like it like, you know, sporadic. I don't want them to all look uniform. This is not mass producing. This is DIY, handmade beauty artwork that is unique, you know. Okay, and then you throw your tape away. Now, this is my favorite part. We're going to pick up this clay here. We're not going to throw away the clay. It'll become part of my scraps. This is the most satisfying part. Get that pumpkin out of there. Sometimes you'll have that. And we'll get it. Don't worry, we'll get it all up. Oh my gosh, so cute. Put that over there. So I want to push that down onto there. So when you push it down onto the tile, the clay will stick to the tile. So if you have any pulling up, just tap it and then your piece will stay. Oops, I got a piece up here, don't I? Okay, let's get that out of here. Oh, my little, so looks like I lost one pumpkin so far. One big one, that's okay. Because I have enough to do this again if I have to. A little stud muffin there. Okay, so from this point on, what I usually do is I will gingerly pick them up. I might use a silicone tip to just like smooth around the sides. But these definitely, because of the type of clay I used, if you did not use the opal with the glitter into it, you won't have the same issues that I have. It is a little harder to work with, but if you use just straight like white clay or you just used a straight colored clay, and didn't mix anything more with it besides the gold. The gold won't cause any problems. It's just that glitter in that opal causes that. So I will pick these all up and get them ready for the oven. Okay, so I rolled out some blue. I did a couple extra items in the orange. And now the blue, I'm gonna put some silver foil on. And this is a little bit harder sometimes. I don't know why, but I think the pieces are smaller. When they're smaller, it does that. Okay, stamped them all out. Did some ghost, some more of the manger, a couple of skeleton heads, and then I'm gonna have to roll some more out to get the pumpkins because I do want some blue pumpkins with silver. But I think now you've seen enough to see the technique, and we're gonna look at the finished products here in a second. Okay, so here are the purple ones that I did prior to starting this video. The other ones are cooling off. I did a range of those. I love this part. This is the fun part. So satisfying to pull them up. Now I have to sand these. I use a Dremel and I will go around the edges and make it all pretty. Let's see if we can get that in focus. These have a little bit more gold, so you see all the flakes from. So these will get all cleaned up, and then I will hang them. Oh, I mixed them all up, didn't I? Oh well. So yeah, some have more gold than others, so we'll try to match up the ones that look a little bit better together and go from there. That's the same. I like these longer ones. Those are cute too. So we're going to clean some of these up too and get them ready before the video is over so you can see them. Okay, so here are the ones I have completed and put findings on, and there's all the other ones I still have to do. But I love these new like chain rope looking rings that I found on TEMU. If you're interested, just leave me a comment below and I'll get you the link. But I liked how they looked. Now they're not jump rings, so you do have to attach them through using another jump ring to them. This is stainless steel backings, and I liked how those came out. Love my purple ones, and I used that rope chain again. I like that. Put these on long fish hook type and made them longer for the skeleton heads. And these I think I'll make into pendants. I filed them. And what I've done is it kind of looks like red jade. I really like that look to it. I still have to put the resin on that one. This one I put the resin on. And you can see it looks like red jade when it's all finished in the gold. So I'll probably make a pendant. I might make this a set of earrings. I'm not positive yet. And then the white and the silver. So you just get this slight, it looks like stone to me, and I really liked it. You let me know, though, in your comments. And there's the manger. These came out. They're really, really tiny. I might end up using them on another, feature. I would put those on top of another earring design. Love the little witch hats and the little pumpkins. They could be studs. They're going to be very tiny. Great for kids. And then I love this with the purple. I just love the purple ghost. And I like how abstract with that gold, the way it looks. It just looks like stone. It looks like red. That's the back. It just looks like stone. And they're lightweight, though. They're not heavy. They're going to look like stone, but they're not. And it has that red jade look to it. Really love it. These might be one of my favorites. I made these with Huggies. Put some Huggies on these. And I color the sides with the gold acrylic pen. And then I made these a shorter set of the skull heads. So tell me what your favorite set, what your favorite color. Oh, and I did the pumpkins. A lot more different ways to do these. I could dangle different size pumpkins from each other. Just a lot of different, I have to focus. Otherwise, I could be here forever and I never get this video up. But I had fun making and using this technique. Let me know in your comment field below. Some nails were hurt in the making of these earrings. I did lose about 3 nails. But anyway, that was my fault. So yeah, let me know what you like. Now don't go away because I'm announcing the winner to the Secret Santa Christmas in July collab. Our winner is Penny Lee 54. Penny Lee 54. Congratulations, Penny. I'm so happy that you won. I'm so happy that everybody who participated. Don't worry, there's many giveaways going on. Right now I have that luxury collab going on, and you'll have many of opportunities to go watch those videos and have a chance to win. But Penny Lee 54, she says, "Hi Laura, praise the Lord for your husband's healing. Merry Christmas in July. Your Secret Santa is Cheryl." So thank you so much, Penny, for participating. You'll have 72 hours to reach out to me via my email, favoriteswithlaura@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you and forward to everyone congratulating her in the comment field. Keep it a secret. Let her be surprised when she comes on here to watch. Other than that, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Let me know your favorite pair of earrings that you saw us make. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks. Bye.